I believe in you, that's what he'll say. Nice and kind, leading cobalt ice. He's a blue, cute, and deadly little guy. Seeing through the fog, old gods he's slain. Go 7, go 7, go 7, go 7. Go 7, go 7, go 7, go 7. Go 7, king of the game. I believe in you, that's what he'll say. Nice and kind, leading cobalt ice. He's a blue, cute, and deadly little guy. Seeing through the fog, old gods he's slain. Go 7, go 7, go 7, go 7. Go 7, go 7, go 7, go 7. Go 7, king of the game. I believe in you, that's what he'll say. Nice and kind, leading cobalt ice. He's a blue, cute, and deadly little guy. Seeing through the fog, old gods he's slain. Go 7, go 7, go 7, go 7. Go 7, go 7, go 7, go 7. Go 7, king of the game. I believe in you, that's what he'll say. Nice and kind, leading cobalt ice. He's a blue, cute, and deadly little guy. Seeing through the fog, old gods he's slain. Go 7, go 7, go 7, go 7. Go 7, go 7, go 7, go 7.
Hello, hello. Song claims Go7 to have slain old gods. That's true. Well, one of my first uploads is me slaying Master of Math. But I've also taken down like Xeronix and the like. Be watching live games. Hey everybody, Go7, King of the Penguins, here back with another amazing stream for all my faithful penglings. Get ready for a relaxed, chill stream as we chat and play my favorite game, Advanced Wars by Rivalries. Master of Math can try and not hold that title. That's fine with me. Oh. There was a High Funds game. It looks like it ended. Would I do player analysis streams? I've done player analysis streams before. Like, well, I guess I called them player spotlights. I did one for Starflash, and I did one for JJ. I've done one more than that. We watch here. Day 12, day 5, day 10, day 14. Oh, this is paused. Never mind. You go for it. Oh, this is also paused. So many Macs, so many mirrors. Ain't got rhythm. Map 6 or steroid ant system. I guess map 6. You haven't heard of Master of Math? Yes, I need this. You need the queue for content. Okay. This is map 6. It doesn't look too bad of a map, although I think the properties are probably a little too far away from each other, so it's gonna really invite a stalling situation here. They just kind of divide the map in two and then stare at each other. There's a pretty wide no man's land. You should have more than 200 characters to write intros. So you can remind people to smash that like button, crush the subscribe, and don't forget to support our sponsor, Support our sponsors with code Go7KOTB. I don't know what that. KOTB. Knockout toilet paper. Your favorite high-ranked player is Tordred. You liked how when you were getting started, he was hyped up for using tanks, but you also just enjoy his overall style. He's pretty good. Pensive Pear is a good name. Oh, Godp is king of the penguins. Oh. I gotcha. I mean, knock out toilet paper. King of the penguins. Potato. Do a player analysis video on Tordred. You could try. I don't really have the time to do videos so much anymore. But we're doing the chilled streams. I do the replay streams. Our good player here playing the Penguins, looking really happy currently with the economies here. Up 4k. We'll be at up 3k at the end of the opponent's turn. You're still mad at me for throwing the Discord Cup against Tordred with the Neo opener? Yeah, that was just a case of... I mean, I was going to do the Neo opener anyway. That was just a case of me not having enough time to do a Go7 plan. I had mapped out like a 15-turn plan, and then I saved it. Or I thought I saved it, the move planner thing, but the move planner thing doesn't actually save all the turns. It just saves the last turn. Which is not very helpful. And Tordred also ended up doing an Inkagark thing, probably because Inkagark kind of beat him up with it earlier. That's okay. It lets Tordred get some revenge for the battles in live play. It is a very stalling map for sure. Yeah, there's no targets. Like, look at... There's like... These are the most forward cities. It's a single one. They're not next to anything else. I would say that Max is better in Standard than Fog. Same with Adder. Movement-based COs are just better in Standard than Fog. I don't think the Copter can get trapped. Because the only thing that can go here... Yeah, the only thing that can go here as a power gets used is a 1 health infantry. That just gets killed off. Yeah, there's not enough stuff to fight over, so things will usually stall out. But in this case, we have a really large economic advantage for Cobalt Ice. So they'll be tough to overcome. I did get a request from Sneaky Dragon to do a collab of some sort for Wargroove 2 when that comes out. So that should be exciting. Sneaky Dragon, if you don't know, is a Wargroove player / YouTuber. Yeah, it does look like Cobalt Ice had a more efficient capture phase. Sneaky Dragon collab Holy Peak. Or Groove collab indeed. Max does enjoy the lower terrain defense, I'll give you that, and he is good at killing recons. But Max is a very offensive CO, and Fog is very much more of a defender's advantage than standard. And the COs he's against in Tier 2 are Olaf and Eagle, who both really appreciate that defender's advantage for stalling the game out to the powers. So that makes Max's life more difficult. There's a lot of overlap, at least in the top players. I mean, there's a few Wargroove top players I don't think play Advanced Wars by Web, but there were quite a few Advanced Wars by Web players that went over, kind of ran the game for a while. Shu and Zeronix and Desi, EPSI, I don't know what's called. I don't know if Content, I don't know if you went and, but no, you joined like around the time I joined Advanced Wars, right? Maybe a little bit before. Advanced Wars by Web is more competitive, for sure. There's a lot of questionable design choices in Wargroove. I mean, there's a lot of questionable design choices in Advanced Wars by Web, but they're less questionable, I guess. Standard is stallier than Fog. So in Fog, you have a defender's advantage, but you don't have necessarily a stalling advantage. Because you can get front shifted and you know, out positioned in Fog very easily. Where in Standard, when the stalling starts, the stalling just like keeps happening. You can't really reposition your army without your opponent seeing that happen. But when you're trying to attack someone in Fog, you always have to have units dedicated to getting vision. You have to have units dedicated for checking forests and all this other stuff. So it takes more units to attack someone in Fog than it does in Standard, and you also don't always know what the defender has. So there's a defender's advantage in Fog when it comes to actually fighting. But stalling isn't fighting. It's like a strategic choice. July 21st. I came in September. Here's like a couple of months for me. Or was it August? I think it was August. Advanced Wars per CO buffs and debuffs is nice, yeah. Oh, 2021. Yeah, same year as me. I think. You'd like to hear a couple other top players commentate tournament games? I've come in. Well, you mean like the live tournament games? Like what Voice of Akasha and EPSI were doing? Do I see more rivalries? Is there any super famous rivalry that you should know about? Pretty much all the rivalries I was involved in are over because the other players left the community. For one reason or another. I mean, I don't know if Hogat's really left the community, but he's not playing. I cover lots of tournament replay games. Fluffy, you're a rival with Poland, aren't you? So I had a rivalry with Hogat. There was a whole series of games where I was just beating Hogat again and again and again. And then I eventually lost with the Grim versus Adder game. I had a rivalry. My first rivalry was with Maddie B, who was another player when I was climbing the ranks in like the 1100s. I had a ton of games against him. He actually beat Zeronix / Everdan way back when, just like a one-off situation, and Walker mocked Everdan in the Discord chat about it. And by mocked, I mean like a friendly mock. Because Everdan's like one of the top players, and he lost to it like in 1100. And then Everdan and Maddie D had a rematch in Global League. For some reason, Maddie B chose Grit, and Everdan chose Javier. So it was a very one-sided stomp. Everdan is not the same as Diodan as far as I know. Everdan is the same as Zeronix. It was Fog. I kind of had a rivalry with Zeronix / Everdan / Battlecopter. But it was definitely one-sided, as in Everdan did not remember that he beat me up in Global League. So when I beat him up in High Funds Fog, you know, it didn't really mean much to him. It was, I said it before, it was that like Street Fighter movie M. Bison moment. The day that the day that Everdan beat me in Global League was the most important day of my life. But for him, it was just a Tuesday. There was sort of a rivalry with FK or FKZY. Kind of stomped me in Fog, and then I quickly grew to surpass him. It's a game that sadly lost the time. where there's actually a few games that are sadly lost of time between us. There's a really good Sasha versus Von Bolt game that we had, and then there was also a Sammy versus Olaf game on First Step into Fog, where I went copter first, it moved forward, and immediately died to an anti-air first build. And that's got to be one of the worst starts to the game you can ever have. Turns out, though, in Fog, Olaf is way better than Sammy, so it didn't matter. It was a very bad start. When I was first becoming the top Fog player, I fought Talos 3 times. I was still learning what all the units were and like how they worked on terrain. So on one map, I can't remember the name of. Oh my gosh. Well, it's the map. It's the Fog map where you start in the 2 corners and you have an artillery on the pipes and you break a pipe seam to open up another route from your bases. And on that map, there's harbors that are like, they look like they're connected to a lake, but there's actually a shoal tile in between the harbor and the lake. And I didn't realize that if I built a battleship, it would not be able to move into the lake proper. So I lost that game against Talos. As I built a battleship in a lake that then did nothing for the rest of the game. But then the next game we had was on Stolen Seconds, and I kind of crushed him. And his comment was, he sent me a message and it was like, wow, you improved a lot. And then there was a game shortly after that, which I think was one of Talos' last Fog games, for a while at least, which was on Stalingrad with Drake versus Kindle, and I ended up winning that one. Poor Go7 indeed. Shadows chase you endlessly, that's the only map. That's the map I played, is their name Super Potato on? Super Potato is another old player. If I'm remembering their name right. I don't think he saw the accidental battleship. I mean, I also made a lot of other poor mistakes in that game. I think I even was like, I feel like this game is super stally, so I'll offer a draw. And then Talos just like killed me in 2 turns. When you have a very bad read on the situation. This is a lot invested in trying to get this. We'll see if it works out. Red is going ham. Reading situations in Fog is very important. Nothing happens to ELO ratings if it draws, except Alice has been in the community longer than me. A lot of people have been in the community longer than me. You gotta remember, I became rank 1 in Fog in a month. So I haven't really been, well, I guess now I've been here for 2 years. But when you like see the rating jump on that a True Boss's YouTube channel, with the history of Advanced Wars by Web ratings, That's like me just starting Advanced Wars My Web and just going straight up there. I'm casually flexing on the entire community, I know. Starflash is the first person to beat me in Standard, I believe. And I got to have revenge when he started playing High Funds Fog, because Compi really wanted to match me against all the bigger name players that tried out High Funds Fog. Hence why I ended up fighting Zeronics there. So we had a game, and he chose Max, and I chose Jugger. And I had a lot of fun just absolutely stomping with Jugger. His Neo Tank rolls out, 2 recons come out of the darkness and just kill it. You thought everyone hates High Funds Fog? No. Yeah, it's not super diverse. Yeah, I think Jugger's pretty good. I definitely like playing him more than I like playing Nell. Even though Nell's basically strictly better. I'm not a fan of Flack. I'm a much bigger fan of Jugger than I am of Flack. I don't think Flack is nearly as worth it. He's got the smaller range, which I guess adds consistency, but it means you have lower high rolls. And sure, you have better low rolls, but that doesn't matter. Flack is much better with his indirect bombers. That's true. Love him. Oh, Fluffy doesn't like Flack. It looks fine. Couple dice maps, but you know, as Pensive Pair, you do kind of have to get the ball rolling. Cole might be the most forgotten CO. That's why Sensei Copters are better than Eagles. I mean, Hachi's kind of a forgotten CO. Every now and again, people have to be reminded that Hachi's the best CO. We've seen lots of Go7 versus Fluffy. I think I might have played against Fluffy more than I've played against almost anyone. I've technically played the most against Content. In High Funds Fog, Content and I tried to play 99 games against each other. I unfortunately had a what'd you call it? Well, I had a bad breakup, and I couldn't continue playing the games, so I ended up resigning. But I was on my way to potentially winning all of them. Content wasn't losing in all of them though. There was quite a few of them that he was still fighting the good fight. You did give me a message. You're like, well, maybe we shouldn't have played them all at the same time, so I didn't lose in the same way for every game. Yeah. Well, when you did the high funds fog, it was all the queuing up and everything was on a Google Sheet. So you could kind of put whatever number you wanted for how many games you wanted to queue up to. But it wasn't automated. So you have to do it manually for the matchups. So what we did was every map and rotation, we would be playing against each other in every tier and also every position. Is that right? Or like I'd be player 1 and then you'd be player... I don't know if we did that. It might have been just every tier on every map. Yeah, you did manually create all the games. I was being on top of the timer because I was before relationship stuff got in the way. I was gonna be like, I don't want to time out in these games. So I'm just gonna be on top of it every single time content takes a turn. I'm just gonna snap that turn right back to him and just overload him with the sheer number of games. And then content was like, this is just too many games, and I stopped doing that. We did it just for fun. At least I did. That's one of the games content just built like an unreal number of anti-airs. She also an Advanced Wars by what player? Who? The 8 anti-air to the 2 tank game. It's probably the winning this one. You were definitely, I think, the least dead in that one, for sure. The only problem with anti-airs is they fundamentally reek of fear and cowardice. It's my favorite tier amongst the different game modes. I really like Fog tier 3. Real COs take the battle to the skies of glory. You're a big supporter of use copters to fight copters. This is looking real dicey for Pensive Pair. High Funds tier 2 is the best tier. That's a take. I'm trying to think, isn't that like the Addy tier? Are you just saying that because you beat me in High Funds tier 2? Oh my god, I can't believe I lost that game against you, Content. So dumb. You played really well. It was just really dumb of me to like make a plan and then at the last second be like, oh, I'll just attack from the wrong tile. You have a tier list for tier lists. I was an experimental tier 3. Max, Drake, Sturm, Vumble, Andy, Javier, Rachel. That is a pretty good tier. Rachel really seems like the odd one out. But then again, infantry count and high funds. Always the best. I feel like Rachel should just be with Kindle on tier 3, right? Fog Lash moment. If I decided to review every game of one player, do I think they would improve really quickly if I experiment? Well, what I should show is the improvement of Shadow. Because Shadow's been watching and getting games reviewed for their entire kind of Global League experience, and they've improved a ton. So I should probably just put together those replays so you can see the improvement. Maybe do like a special shadow feature. I could do that. Yep, Cat with Yarn, a documentary. Yeah. I don't know what their rating is now, but they were definitely 700 to start. I wouldn't be surprised if they're like 1100. I think I might do a simul again. I might, but it does take a ton of time. Shadow is the coolest hedgehog. Shadow is definitely the coolest hedgehog. I was never really into Sonic, but I did play Shadow the Hedgehog. Simul is where I play against a bunch of people at the exact same time in live games. So I did one of the Advanced Wars by Web Versus events. That was me against 10 people at once. Sonic, the game that everyone loves but no one actually played. What's the fastest way to get out of Wood League? Making sure that you cover your troops so you don't give away free dudes. Tank chains are pretty good. And then after that, it's like you step up a level when you go in, like you do some more calculations, so you see attacks that your opponent didn't think were possible. Like using 2 tanks to kill a tank and then blocking the way with an infantry and stuff like that. I have no idea what ELO Wood League is. I would imagine 700. The concept of running away. Stacking copters for power. Yeah, power charge is a big one. Red does look like he's in, or they're in a spot of trouble. Just a little bit of trouble. There's not too many healthy infantry to like go for HQ caps, but the armies be getting killed off. Fluffy's a coward. Yeah, Wood League comes from StarCraft. That used to have a Copper League, and then they got rid of the Copper League, and they brought in the Bronze League, so there was a community-made Wood League at the bottom of the bottom. I feel like a secret hack to getting raiding fast at low ELO is getting artillery first and using it as bait. That is quite the hack. Using stuff as bait at low ELO is really difficult. I mean, your opponent will pretty much always take the bait. It's just setting it up as someone who has a low ELO rating. Pair has resigned. GG. Yeah. Down 4K. Just kind of looks like the lost in the capture phase there. Who be playing any high funds games? No high funds games. The pause games are still here. Got cannon fodder. Watch cannon fodder again. Sure. Cannon fodder looks to be good. Just popping in and seeing 10 units more. Be a good sign. Although Max hasn't used the power here, so that could definitely evaporate in the... Fluffy's been matching for a while now. Sad face. That's your problem, Fluffy. You're not matching for high funds. I did play one live game off stream a few nights ago. I played it on high funds. It was ended up fighting against Seraphesk, one of the prolific live players. Oh. There's going to be a retro gaming expo in my city in a couple weeks here. Do you guys think there's going to be Advance Wars fans there? Because I'll set up a whole bunch of old game consoles that it's free to play once you've paid the entrance fee. And I was like, wouldn't it be funny to just sit down at an Advance Wars, like Game Boy Advance setup, and be like, just playing people? You think if I go, there will be one? If I go, there will indeed be one. There will be at least one. Although I don't know if I even count because I didn't play the originals when they came out. But I feel like is that a thing I even do anymore? I played one game off stream. You know, sometimes the urge you're just like, you know what, I'm gonna play a game, and I did. But I feel like it would be pretty fun for me to do almost like a hidden grandmaster kind of thing. All these poor people were like, oh, I remember playing Advance Wars when I was a kid. I'll be like, oh man, I didn't even play it when I was a kid. I want to try this game out and just crush them. Go7 the Bully, exactly. I could forget what it's called. There's a whole term for that. Hustle. I could hustle them so well. They'll be like, I used to play this game all the time. You just need to get them to like bet money on the match. Good. I could do a live simul, yeah. I went to a Comic-Con this weekend, and I had this student today who went to the Comic-Con too, and they were just so excited to hear that I went. It was very wholesome. You still haven't finished the Advance Wars game. Honestly, I think that's one of the biggest problems I've had with the Advance Wars, the main games, is they can be kind of a slog to play through. I 100% recommend playing on the casual difficulty because it's not so much of a slog. It's much a much more well-paced experience. Factory missions are super. I'm gonna be a cool teacher. Well, thank you. Max still has the super. Just has to finagle a way to use it to break cannon fodder. Hard difficulty is like it starts out really satisfying because the maps are so different. Like, oh, it's a completely different experience, and then suddenly they just stop being different. Weird. Playing against a human is a lot better. Some of the Advanced Wars dual strike maps are Who be watching your game? Not me. Not me. I'm definitely not trying to curse you. The Jinx. Yeah, the AI never surrendering. You accidentally base skipped and you're calling it an intentional base skip T-copter? I love it. Nightmares about those early series fights versus Combat. Yeah, the balance is pretty whack. Yeah, I think I'll go to the Retro Gaming Expo. And I'll keep an eye out to see if they have any Advance Wars games set up. And I'll see if I can stomp some people. Decklebird's very excited about that prospect. I know they're gonna have like a bunch of pinball machines. They'll have like Centipede. They'll have a Centipede world record attempt kind of thing going on. You did Live League for the first time on Saturday? Very nice. So who's winning here? You'd slightly favor Max? I think that Cannon Fodder's winning, but Max can still definitely win this. The problem that Max is going to run into is they'll pop the super, they'll do a bunch of damage, but it'll just give Olaf a super response. So it's gonna be pretty painful. Max is up by 1k by a whole city, so you know, if nothing happens for 15 more turns, they'll just win. How was your live queue experience, Advance? I agree, Nova. Olaf is way easier to play. Find a Pokemon Shiny Hunter. They always have like 10 plus Game Boys and just as a booth. I'd have to also have like 10 plus versions of the game. 10 plus copies. First game was anticlimactic. That can happen. Man, are you making mistakes? You are a little far back there, I gotta say. You think you've only once tried to stall an opponent truly, and that was as Olaf versus Max? Just random ways. Random ways is pretty scary. I can understand doing that. Whoa. Anti-RB lurching forward. They popped max power, didn't wall break, resigned. Ouch. That's painful. Cannon fodder with the base skip. Nicely spotted by Stanley Simpleton. The anti-air is free unit count for cannon fodder in your book. We'll see. It does kind of look like Max might be prepared to fight around that anti-air. I'm not sure though. I hate the stalling lifestyle. My opponent stalls against me, I feel like I should just resign. Like, fine, you don't want to play? I don't want to play. I just can't do it. I can't do it. I am born to eat. I'm born, I like my fighting. I like the sharp positioning. There can be sharp positioning and stalling, but I just... Oof. That's all I'll say. I'm not a Kindle main. Max going super next turn? I mean, he'll go super if cannon fodder provides that for him. Now that was the only max anti-air, which is a little weird. I wonder what AlphaGo would make of Advanced Wars. I imagine it would be pretty darn good. Scream Super Chop. Oh. It says it did disconnect and reconnect a few seconds ago. Hopefully that's going to be a one-time thing. How good is Akasha himself? I would imagine Akasha is, well, God tier. I've got good internet, okay? Is good enough? I mean, the download speed's 100 megabits per second. The upload's like at 25. It's pretty good. What is the story behind the name Voice of Akasha? I do not know the story behind the name Voice of Akasha. I know the story behind the name Zoronix. It's a combination of Zero and Onyx, because Onyx is his favorite Pokemon. I don't remember why Zero was chosen. I don't think it's a Mega Man reference. It might be. Advanced Warrior, what is the name? What is the story behind your name? Where's the warrior part come from? I don't think Voice of Akasha has anything to do with Genshin Impact. Fire Emblem? Like Fire Emblem Warriors? Your mechs will save you? Got this, cannon fodder. There's no way this goes wrong. You were a Mandela effect. Guess who drove their car for the first time this month after an injury? I assume you. Like in StarCraft 2, there is micro and having computationally fast actions, and then in chess, the game is simple enough that you only have to make one move. Oh, the AI wouldn't be good at Advanced Wars. I mean, I could see it struggling a bit sometimes. There's a lot of decisions to make, for sure. But I imagine when it comes to tactics, the AI would be amazing. Warriors are a class in Fire Emblem. When you played Fire Emblem for the first time, you got a class called the Warrior. And the word war is in both Advanced Wars and Warrior. Was there something that really drew you to the class Warrior? I imagine you got a lot of different classes. It was just the... I did think about making some really dumb account names to do spoofs on moderators in Advanced Wars by Web. But I have never ever followed through on that kind of thing. I would spoof mods. How horrible. Yeah, I'd do something dumb like Walker. I don't even know her. Super dumb. Yeah, dad jokes, basically. I wouldn't do that. No. That's too lewd. Advanced. There you go. That's more like it. Content Fodder 68. 69 is your birthday? 69 is not your birthday. Maybe 6-9 is your birthday. Or /9. Unless you're saying you were born on the 69th day? Yeah, well, you don't. That's not how you write that. You see. That's how you wrote it? People would stare at you. This person doesn't know how to write dates. Yeah. I think you mean may you go to the bathroom? I don't know. Can you? The joins. We might just run out of time in this game. We got a bomber. It is true that the bomber has no counterplay right now. As far as students are concerned, I'm a teacher. I'm a para-educator. I work in special education. I do have a teacher stare. I've been working on it. Stanley Simpleton going in. Dun 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 dun. Ooh. Rest in peace, artillery. The mech value. So usually you really don't want to have your vehicles hitting infantry. You really want them to be hitting other vehicles. So a little bit unfortunately here for Stanley Simpleton, because I don't know. I think at this point, hacking into the giant vehicle blob is not going to be possible. It looks very Resign Yiddish. Very close to Resign Yiddish. Just straight up into dad joke territory. Your mother was a high school teacher and taught me about the concept of a teacher stare. Your sister and you asked her to use it and it was uncanny. Yeah, you really develop it over time. The many, many failures of getting a student to stop doing something will, eventually you end up getting successful. And then the more and more success you get, the better and better your stare gets. It just comes with time. A lot of it comes to confidence, too. You tried to be the good kid. Mech. You once failed 12th grade? I did fail 12th grade, so I'm right there with you, Advanced Warrior. And we did both make it. Max Blast and Lightning Strike are front switching tools. They can be for sure. Just stare at them normally. The stare that indicates you may or may not attack them if within range. Well, you're trying not to threaten the students. Usually the teacher stare is about getting the students to do something that's better for their own good. Such as, like, oh, I don't know, getting off the table or whatever. Yeah, don't threaten the students. It's very, very, very important that you go to each situation with the intention of creating a safe environment that's good for the students, because that intention will be read through your like mannerisms and your actions. So even if you're like doing the same thing, it comes off very differently to the students. So you might still be like grabbing and pulling them away from, I don't know, like the road they're running into. But if you're doing that in a really angry way, or like feeling angry that they ran, in comparison to like, oh, I'm pulling you away because I don't want you to get hurt. You know, you have, even though you're doing the exact same action, the way it translates over is very different. So it's very important to keep that in mind, and always have that care mindset. And that also translates to the teacher stare. You can't just use the teacher stare for anything and expect it to work. Or at least if you start using it for non-student centered ways, less and less effective. I'm not angry, just disappointed. I work in special education, so flight risk is a serious concern. As in, like, the impulse will just take over a kid. They won't have the, like, discipline to control themselves, and they'll just run out the door straight to the street because, like, you know, the neighbor's got a pool in their backyard or something. GG. We'll play cannon fodder. I think Stanley Simpleton could have won that game, but it being a live game really seemed to get to him there. Olaf Super is very strong. I do like my work. Oh, there's 2 high fun. Oh, there's a content game. Well, who wants to watch Eagle versus Sensei? I'm going to be working at a high school tomorrow. I was just working at the, I don't even know what it's called, but it's special education only, and it's like post high school school. Very chill environment. It's just like teaching independent like life skills to 19 to 22-year-olds. You got bored sitting around. Content's fighting a good fight. It's a tough matchup. Usually when one breaks out the mechs, it's a bad sign, yeah. I have most of my experience working in elementaries. But my goal is to become a high school math teacher currently, so I'm taking this year to just sub all the different school levels before I commit to a specific path. Not biased. This is definitely an exciting matchup. Sensei's got a very strong early game advantage, but Eagles, Eagles Eagle on high funds, and it can be tough to deal with. Yeah, if Eagle can stall it, then Eagle will win. There is a unit cap after that. That's a very aggressive Sensei infantry movement. I feel like I disagree with Conten's actions there, but that's just me. I would not want to have, I mean, I guess it's fine. Conten's going with the idea of, sure, he gets the city, but I can just take it back next turn. I'm not sure if Content will be able to take it back next turn, but we'll find out. Oh, you're right. We did see them at the start of the stream. They're repping the Penguins again. And so the only winning move is not to play. Yeah. Well, the unfortunate thing for Sensei here is that the Neo Tank is the only thing in range to save this city. We'll see if it does it. It will cost the Neo Tank its life, but that will give a lot of charge. Attack the Sensei Neo Tank, then suddenly 10 9 HP infantry popped out. Yeah. Sensei Trojan Horse. I played last week. Ooh. Sensei goes after the artillery, lets the city go. Artillery lives because Sensei's got the negative firepower on the vehicle. Ninova considered whacking the artillery with the Neo. So in agreement withElyeti? Oh, in League. I did not play League. I don't have time to play League. I'm streaming the Advanced Wars games, and I'm working full time. So. If I wasn't highly rated, I would have plenty of time to play League. That's That's the curse. The higher your rating, the more time you have to invest in order to, play at your rating. Yeah, it's true. You gotta try hard. I did play live. I even played one live off. I mean, I played live on stream. I played a game off stream. Being high rated means that confidence in your ability can go down. Sophie, are you saying when you're low rated, the confidence in your ability can only go up? I like it. I like it. Your opponent is like 17-0, 1200. That can be rough. I guess I could just, what I could do that would take very little time investment, weirdly, is I could go for the max win streak account. Just it seems like a really boring thing to do. It would just be me, 25 games against 800 rated standard players, 25 games against 800 rated fog players, 25 games against 800 rated high funds players. Right? It's such a boring challenge. I had a Smurf account where I swore off the move planner. That was my don't make me get my main account. It's 75 depressing games. Yep. Where you just feel like you're crushing people. Just so you can say you have the win streak. I was actually getting to I was fighting the top rated players in the no move planner. You gotta remember, I got to rank 1 without a move planner. I had to use well, I didn't have to use the move planner, but I ended up using the move planner to stay at rank 1. Getting there is much easier than staying there, as I think everyone who's ever done it can attest. No infantry, no tanks, no move planner, grim only, final destination? No infantry? That, I think, would be basically impossible. Just like a mecha turn for so long. I mean, I've got a lot to still improve on in the game, for sure. So I think people do improve at those ratings, but you don't get to really see it. Because just of how rating ends up working. I mean, I don't know about you, but I still feel like there's a lot I could improve on in the game. I'm not quite sure how Sensei managed to get both of these cities when content had ways interrupted. You guys only have to go faster and harder just to stay in the same place. I can only move units in straight lines. That's again going to be impossible. Like, look at this map. If you can only move in straight lines, you can never make it past this tile. I guess your infantry could walk this way. Attack nothing that matters. Oh, you mean each turn? Oh. Oh, no, I didn't know you started out dominant for a long time. Hashtag humble brag. Brick movement. That would be pretty tough. You would be cursing every single time the map designers set up the properties like this, which they do a lot. If you can only use infantry and night movement. Oh no! Well, content's probably fine with that actually. It's probably gonna pick up something. It's not gonna take away space. Snail house time. It would be a terrible capture phase, but at least you'd be able to like go here for this city, and then you could go up here and then over here to get this city. And I mean, you could get it. It would work better than going straight. It would be better than rook movement. Germans have given you so much practice compared to your slow global league pace. And Nova, what modes have you been playing? I think I only know you for High Funds, where you gave me advice on how to use Mega Tank, or what the meta is. That's Mega Tank rushes. Like getting over mountains and rivers with night movement, though, you could do it. Over here, step. From here, it's really annoying to get to this city for sure. You have to be here to get to this city. How on earth do you get here? You can't. You just can't get to this tile. So this city would be uncapturable, but you know, sometimes that's how it goes. Play Fog and have fun. Best as standard. A new Smacky Cup just opened up. Let me know if it's got grit in tier 2. If it does, then I'm joining it. If not, then not. We haven't seen a Sensei power yet. I don't know if we're saving up to go straight for the super. Since he doesn't have any of the cities over here, which kind of Where's that thing? Black boat? I don't know. I'm sure it's content in the build a black boat here. I think it's better than the transport company. In round 4, it's gotta be always tier 2. Always. Or is it round 4 the only tier 2 round? Tier 4 in round 5. You can pick them in 3, 4, and 5. That's the only tier 2 round? Okay, I'll check it. I'll give it a look-see once this game's over. You're aiming for the 1000 though, but you still seem to get unfavorable CL matchups. You'll break through though. I don't think there's really too many unfavorable CL matchups in the tiers. I think they can all work. I mean, there's like Adder versus Grim, which is pretty rough. Unless you're like, I mean, Sonya against pretty much all of tier 3 in Fog and tier 4 in Standards, but that's just Sonya being Sonya. Neo tanks stop an infantry from spawning. Grit is officially tier 1 in Fog. I'm advocating that he gets moved to tier 2. He oftentimes gets moved down to tier 2. He'd probably be fine in tier 3, really. But most of the time he gets moved down manually into tier 2. And right now tier 2 is just Eagle, Olaf, and Max. So I think, personally, that we should just make it official. Grit is tier 2 in Fog. He's like tier 0 in Standard. He's so bad in Fog. In comparison to Standard. Yeah, sure, I hate playing Grit. But not everyone hates playing Grit. I can't make decisions purely on what I like. Gotta be, the community at large. I hate Grit so much. Great fucking that one campaign map. Right now, content's trying to get the super, and I don't see it happen. Unsubscribes and calls the cops. Content's turn to fail tank kills. If I create a balanced indirect CO, what would it be? It would be Sturm. Yeah, fight me. What happened to your first tournament run, Advanced Warrior? Sasha's anti-fun? Sasha's not anti-fun. Olaf is anti-fun. Eagle is anti-fun. Both Olaf and Eagle are like, haha, you tried to fight me? What a joke, I have the Super 8 win again. We left Grit tier 4 in round 5 to see how people would react. Okay, well, I'll look at round 5. You feel like you've lost, but you've only just begun to fight. Since they got hands. I feel like the T-copter move versus just getting this airport faster with this harbor was a little sketchy, for sure, because you really want both airports as Eagle. Fluffy likes stalling. I mean, there may be some of the lower division players that make it to the final map in a day. They can go through games so fast. I feel like Sensei's just a zombie invasion CO. Kinda is. Aww, the fighter doesn't reach. I feel like it has to be great for tier 4 on that map. We'll see. We'll see. We have a lightning strike next turn. Especially any imbalances in the game, not including COs that I look to exploit. You mean like, are you talking about game balance, or are you talking about like when I'm in an actual game and playing against someone else? In that case, lots of them, or like the positioning of my opponents is usually what I look to exploit. When game balance. Oh. I think the game's pretty balanced. I mean, there's definitely some vehicles that kind of suck. But they kind of suck for everyone, except for Sturm. So it doesn't really matter. Cruisers are bad. Cruisers are bad for each term, too. Missiles are bad. Black boats are pretty good. Conten's not going to build a cruiser. Missiles are great scouts. I will be joining the Smacky Cup. I will leave if Grit's getting demoted though. You'll see me in grand finals then. Love the chaos. The benchmark at beatable. Yeah, it's gotta be better than the lab race map. That same guy a third time. I know that poor guy. Content's planning something. That's a weird choice. I guess the medium tank couldn't get the kill. I'll look at the map once this game's over. Does it not kill the 5 HP? I guess Sensei does have a map. For some reason I thought the Neo Tank had 4. Cruiser can have... Oh, I guess you're right. The cruiser could hit a copter, but I don't think it even kills it, does it? Yeah. Oh, there would be a chance to kill it. Ah! Oof, that was an early apple. You guys were on top of it. I assume we're gonna have like recon hit here and Neo's gonna smack or something like that. The apple got taken away. And the world needed him most. Be blocking to save the air or to capture the airport, looks like. You think content needs more anti-air? I can agree with that. This is Sensei we're talking about. I mean, content is equal or even in the economy currently. It's not bad. Black boat ditched the airport capture. I know, right? Who would have thought that would be the outcome? Sensei weak on vehicles and Eagle with no infantry? Looking GGDU? I think it's still looking. You got an inventory right here. It's living its good life. Well, we'll see if content's able to actually hold this stuff up here. The large unit count disparity. Oh my gosh, the tank survives. It's kind of rough to deal with. Inventory just kind of get in the way. Weapon has him right where he wants him. No. You will not win at Advanced Wars by Web with that one. There has not been a Sensei Super. Yes, that's very normal. Sensei can pretty much almost always reach the unit. Why are you mad about the apple? It was early. The tag battle combo is Sensei plus Sensei. We'll never run out of infantry. You also just make a ton of money. Sensei is the only CO where you can feel losing with a massive unit advantage. That's true. You can do that. That's one of the Sensei strats, is to build a bunch of indirects. Oh yeah, the double eagle. Yeah. But that one was impressive because there was so much income and they still managed to run out of money. I think that was a Steeler game. Sensei plus Sonya might cause the website to crash. It does have some problems with this. I will sign up once this game is over. First I'll verify that grit is where grit should be, and then I'll sign up. Habits, could you be a pal and officially move grit to tier 2? Fog. Yeah, like a what a guy. It's such a politically driven tournament. It is. I'll look at round 5 first. It was it Wyverns in the Dark or something like that? Or wyverns. I've always said wyverns. I don't know if it's an accent. Don't fix it. Dragons in the Dark. Yeah, that one. That's fine. The Outer Ring of Forest, it doesn't matter if he's got artillery in those. Literally doesn't matter. That's just him not having artillery where it matters. Where he's going to need them. I agree with you, JJ. Let's leave Grit in tier 4 there. Usually you wouldn't want to let everything heal to full health because it's just going to cost you money. You can join your stuff together and they'll give you full health inventory and give you refunds. Well, I guess free money basically, while also letting you get more space to build stuff. Small fog maps aren't usually that great. The Frozen Fear one, pretty good. I lost in town. Probably going down. Watch you match up against JJ again. That was your most followed game? Very cool. I'm still looking good. I'm so sorry it's happening too late for you, Habits. You could join the anime watch parties though on Saturday. Or no, Sundays. That happens at noon my time. That would be what, like 9 your time? That sounds reasonable. For anime, we just finished watching oh my gosh. The Girls with Guns anime. Icarus Recoil. That's pretty good. You work every Sunday? That's very rude of you, Habits. That's very rude of you. I have played Tordred. I've played Inkagark. I'm 2-0 against Inkagark. I don't know what my record is against Tordred. Tordred's beaten me a couple times. Or to stall a little bit, which should be good for content. Can Tortured have my number? Tortured's beat me twice? I think. Once in league and once in... I work in school, so I get out. So I'm working early. Or the opposite. Like a pretty negative trade here. For content. Yeah, he did beat me in an Andy Mirror. That was in tournament. You enjoy high-level gameplay? There are things that happen you never saw coming from 2 turns away. Did you watch the Deej's Goblin Fog Goblet? You'll get to see some great live fog action. That was me, Tordred, Inkagark, and Hogat. Like the top 4 fog players all playing live fog games. Yeah, the extra infantry do eat up a lot of time in the longer games. Having to move all the units. Content go for the side down here. Trying to preserve the infantry. Calm down. Oh, I haven't been watching other YouTubers Advance Wars videos as I should. Catch up. You watch me and Deej's. You used to watch Mengs, but he seems to have left the YouTube. Oh, really? I don't follow Mengs. I'm surprised to hear that. Tordred's videos are few but super useful. Yeah. Every now and again, some of us top or players kind of bug him into making something. Yeah, but Mings got engaged a while ago. Maybe he's on like honeymoon or something. Not really any concern. Running out of time for poor sensei here. I do high funds analysis. Well, I do when people submit high funds games. But yeah, I don't know if True Boss has done another video since his history one with the ratings. That was a really good one though. Okay, to brag. We know you're a top player. What was I bragging about? My most braggadocious thing that I do is talk about how quickly I became a top player. Fighter's looking a little unhappy. One could say. You remember watching some Twitch live streams, VODs of Voice of Akasha, and they blew you away? He does have some great videos. I'd recommend checking them out. Sometimes he talks a little on the slow side. So depending on how focused you are, I could recommend speeding him up to 2 times or 1.5 times. He's also got a really deep voice, so it doesn't really mess with the audio too much. No, I mean it. Yeah, there's that, like, top players have, there's like the LAN sub Discord channel that was originally made by Mr. Greensuit, Deegis, myself, and Malleus, and Gray Fox, and Maddie B. That was all for team games for people who were 1100 and plus way back in the day, and it's just kind of grown. So now there's like a bunch of top players there for team games. And sometimes bug Tordred to make a video there. Secret societies on Discord. You've heard of said group chat, yeah. There's too much stream for you to watch. Well, you know, I do list the the players for each one, so you can always take a little gander to see any high rated Lifelines players there. Nice break. It was probably from Mr. Greensuit. The underground gatherings of the big brains in Advanced Wars by Web, yeah. Content found the break. Definitely a good attack at the bottom. Artillery rolling up to the top. Sensei's down to 1:23. That's where it becomes hard to make these defenses. More. So you fight Sensei by surviving. So in the early game, Sensei will just can overwhelm you with really large numbers of infantry that then dwindle yours to pieces. It's this drastic unit count advantage. But if you manage to survive long enough, then you can just build up more and more vehicles, and you'll just have a stronger fighting force than Sensei. Well, Sensei can kind of get, Sensei gets ruined by the unit cap. I believe Voice of Akasha is Austrian? No. I knew it was. Awesome. Oh. I was right the first time. I don't know why my brain was like Hungarian. He was thinking wrong. Well, the fighter is going to live another turn because anti-airs can't kill him. So the comm tower will still stand for content over there. Well, Advanced Warrior, you can choose not to trust me over there as much as you like. Getting top player lore in here. That's some of it. Did you know that I played my first game ever against a friend in 42, and I lost that game, and then I proceeded to just stomp people in Global League and learn really, really fast. So my next encounter with 42, oh, it was a one-sided fight. So 42 has their profile quote with like, Go7 was my fault. I'm sorry. I didn't know. Very funny. I work in special education. But I'm aiming to be a math teacher or like career. I'm a para-educator is what they call you. I work on a team of other para-educators underneath a special education teacher. Well, currently I'm working as a substitute, so I'm working for the district and supporting a whole bunch of different schools. I'm booked out for the next 2 months, so I'm a full-time substitute. There's just not very many of us. Are you special? You might be. I consider you very special. It's true. It's what I was doing before I went back to university for the math degree. I was working at an elementary school, first in kindergarten, one-on-one with a student with Down syndrome, and then in a combination special education room with like the behavior kids in combination with the special needs like health kids, which was just a horrible for grades 3 to 5, which was just a horrible situation that they didn't have separate rooms for that. But you know, you gotta work with what you got. So now I'm working as a substitute so I can experience all the different age ranges before I decide to. Yeah. They call me Mr. G. Para educators, yeah. Usually it's a team of like 3 to 4, but it's usually a team of 3 to 4, but should have 5. Is how it goes. A great attack here by Sensei, who's just running out of time. So can't put too much calculation. They delete instead of combining. I could. They do struggle to keep the para numbers up. That's why I have so much work as a para sub. The office at every single school I go to is like, what, you're an actual para sub? You're a unicorn. And then they take my number down so that they can contact me whenever they have need. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm booked out for the next 2 months, so I can't answer your last second calls if someone's out. Or they want me to go on for like 4 month what would you call it, jobs, because they have openings that they want to have filled. And I'm like, sorry, you're gonna have to actually find someone that's gonna fill it permanently. I can't stop supporting the entire district just to work at this one school. Making that bread. Well, currently I don't know how much money I'm going to be making because the union does not have a contract. It's still being negotiated with the district. Which is very unfortunate because, of course, if as a substitute you get paid extra, content's going to let this... Oh, no, it's not. You get paid extra when you're working at schools that are like financial need, essentially. They're like worse off than other ones. You'll get a bonus every day you work there, but that's something that's determined after contracts have already been established. But we don't have a contract, so right now if I look at how much money am I going to get paid, it says you don't have a contract. This is literally what it says. But I'll be finding out on the end of the month whether or not I get paid maybe on last year's contract, and then they'll, like, you know, retroactively change that pay once the contract gets finalized. I don't know. And right now the union is, of course, pushing for increased pay, of course. And then we're also pushing for a capped class size to 20, a hard cap at 20 students per teacher. And then the last thing is for the district to build housing for homeless students on its land. Are the three main arguing points right now between the unions, and the teachers union, and I wouldn't say I'm leeching off the union, but I don't negotiate my own contract. 20 does sound like a dream, a beautiful dream. I agree. I don't think they're going to get that. Conten's got a nice time bank. Conten's looking in a good spot, stalled long enough against Sensei, never really fell too far behind in economy. You have 12 classes of 25 to 30. Yeah, I was working at a school and a teacher had over 50 students in his class. Like, jeez, man. Free dudes. Yeah, he was like talking with a special ed teacher. He's like, I've got all these IEPs. How am I gonna like focus on providing for these kids? And the special education teacher's like, you've got 50 kids. You can't like just get by with what you can do. Teachers' unions are pretty strong. Ours has never gone on a strike. It's existed for a long time. It's never gone on a strike, but they did declare an impasse with the district. So in about 20 days or so, they'll get to vote on whether or not they go on strike next time. Yep. He hit the unit cap with those students, I know. That's the unit limit. Yeah, Sensei runs out of time. And is kind of got stalled out a bit by Content. Congratulations, Content. That's why you don't give up. You were feeling like it was GG. That you were going to lose. It's not Florida, it's Oregon. $50 is definitely not the usual. I think what might have happened is that they ran out of teachers for that grade level, so classes got combined. You still have to flip a city to win by day limit. Okay. We've got a map called Con. This looks like a Lost and Found map. Made by JJ Empire 64. He made maps. Tall map. The bum map. Oh. Gotta put the black boats on the HQs. Can't you just walk over and take this? I didn't build this before. Take it. Thank you. Sammy's not even banned? Maybe this is defendable if you go with this. Build a recon. I'm scared. I mean, this looks super. Like you can't see any of this happening yet. Kind of goes to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't see it. Go for the capture. Does have a 2-hit. Doesn't kill this infantry. It doesn't, not able to block off both sides here because that would guarantee you win on the spot. Smack. It does reach, right? I can't block you. It's knocked down to 6. Hello? Is it gone? It's gone. Well, let's... I just down to 6. You get knocked down to 9, probably. Comes in. Get down to 2. Maybe 1. 32 to 47. One. Either 2 or 1. If it knocks it down to 2, and you're in so much trouble. There a heavy noise gate? Oh. Penguin went wild there. It could be that there's different, sometimes different filters like turn on at the same time. Recon here. Recon's coming in like this, or infantry coming in like this. And then when this guy would join cap, and there would be another infantry that pops up. Kill this one off. I guess this recon would come here and hit this recon. And I think you can't stop this. I don't know, I'd have to see the other screen again. But I can't. I don't know. I think this probably needs to have black boats, otherwise I think your opponent can just walk at it, but they might have to be Sammy to just walk at it. They could have gotten a tank, but then they have to not have a recon. Well, I know, but that means you're going for tank first instead of recon first. I mean, that might be better. Here. Oh, and turn the recon strikes the recon. You could cover that with a tank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could day 3 recon to like rush and stand on your HQ, but you do have to hurt your capture phase to do that. The map committee insisted. Alright, round 2. Look, we got black boots. Life is good. Okay. Yeah, now we can put grit into tier 4 there. Okay. Map's too big. You can mostly see the whole thing. If I can demonstrate his grit's tier 4. So I don't like how far away this base is. I mean, it's fine for me because I have a lot of experience reading maps, but I find for most players like 1,000 and below, if the base is more than 2 turns away from your other base, they can kind of get lost in the sauce and they can make some really unfortunate moves. It just hurts readability to have the base, the neutral base, just like far away mixed in with neutral cities. But it's probably fine. It is a very annoying pipe seam to break, so you have to do it with an artillery, I guess, from this base that like walks all the way around this way. I mean, it's probably worth it. Definitely worth it, actually, 'cause then you can walk over here. It's a very valuable break of that pipe seam. We could rocket free it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're grit, you could rocket free it. You could get a pipe runner, and then you're just forever locked into this little trio of tiles. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. This is definitely not worth rocketing. The rocket has to go here in order to shoot it. A very, very totally safe place to be. Max could do it very slowly. I think you build an artillery from this base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 3 turns. Do 2 shells after knocking this once with a mech. It doesn't seem too bad. That unlocks vehicles from this base. It unlocks infantry being able to get a comm tower, an airport, a seaport, and a city. It's like, it's a lot you get for breaking that pipe seam. Why you not just... Did you have to build so many mechs to clear this? You don't want to build a ton of mechs. You build like one mech to help the artillery. The mechs will capture so slowly over here. They'll just run out of ammo trying to kill this. Unless you're just building a mech and standing on the base, in which case you're just hurting your unit count because you're not building infantry. And you're also not capturing these cities. Oh, it's like a Kindle mech. Kindle mech does 15. Oh, that's Andy. Kindle mech kills it in 5 shots. Not really worth it. Double mech it. You only have to base skip like 3 times. Still have to deny yourself all these captures. It's definitely. I think it's better to build infantry. Oops, that mix. Build infantry to go for your captures over here, and then just have an artillery make its way. Well, I mean, in your games, you can definitely build mechs and spam it if you want. Isn't that just slower than building an artillery, though? I could be wrong. So pipe seams are neo tanks on roads, but you get no luck damage, so you do 15%. And bold to assume you get past round 1 to ever see this map. Oh, you don't even have. Wait. You do have Kindle. Round 3 is a tier 1. Their big boy map. We've got their JJ Empire. Yes, you just did. Or did his. We've got turret bases. I guess these are pipe runner bases. I don't remember what the pipe runner's vision is like. I think it's okay. Unfortunately, the pipe runner is made out of paper. And it's always visible in fog. So it doesn't have a safe spot to stand except on the base. It's also really expensive to build. For some reason, the double will have to right next to each other, which I don't like. Like the real appeal of having labs instead of HQs is that it makes it so there's multiple points on the map that you have to fight over. The fact that the labs are right next to each other means like you still die the same way. It's gonna be a painful hawk map. Actually, looking past the pipe seams, the base reinforcements look crazy choked. I mean, this isn't a real threat. Just gonna get artillery. Labs are for FTA purposes, 99% sure. Can't wait for someone to choose Sammy and just APC over taking both. Recons for vision. Maybe. It seems playable. I think the pipe runners aren't legit, but I'm prepared to be wrong. The labs are incredibly exposed. Storm gets decently buffed. You go here in a turn. I think it's also gets to the airport faster. And the city faster? Yeah, I can see it. Storm not banned? Yay! He's tier 1. It's Fog. Okay, so this is the tier 2 game. We've got Grit. It's Tornado Road. You made this map? I did not know that. The Tornado Road doesn't seem very great for Grit to me. I mean, there are some places the artillery are nice, like dealing with the comm towers, I guess. Have it stole it. You guys always stealing these maps? Smacky posted 2007 Tornado Road. That's a slight edit. Change from the original is the pre-owned comm towers have been changed into neutral comm towers. The reason for this change is to lessen the impact of the opening stage of the map. If the opener goes poorly, instead of 2 comm towers to 0, it will be 1 comm tower to 0. Not having your comm tower early is often not a game position, but when it's 2 comm towers to none, it's quite simple. I agree with that change. I'm just surprised it's in the tournament. Usually they try and go for wackier maps. Tier 5. Round 5. For some reason, JJ took Grit off. I think I can't sign up now. The Dragons in the Dark. The people are upset because you see all these forests. Like, we could like hide artillery, but none of these forests matter for artillery. Artillery are awful here. What kind of matters more for them is the central area. It might be strong. I know, JJ's a coward. There's Everdan. Everdan made this map. Yeah. It's a ring of forest. Sometimes there's some infantry fights in here with some copters. Sometimes a recon gets really sneaky through there to spy on base production. Georgia did beat me. Now in the game against, I really wanted to choose Sammy in that game, but for some reason JJ had Sammy banned for up to tier 3 in that tournament. So I wasn't able to do my Sammy build in Dragons in the Dark, but it looks like I can do the Sammy build now. So that'll be something to look forward to. Banned in tier 3, but not in tier 4. That's how it goes. Now, I do think Grit would probably be fine. I'll advocate for Grit. Come back. I'll register. Can I prove that he's fine here? I don't know if I can prove it, but I can say it. Well, what we should do is you. I wonder who's better at. I guess it doesn't matter. Faster from here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Did I miscount that? Boost, yeah. Actually, down. Yes. Turn. I mean, I think it's fine. I don't know about you guys. The grid doesn't really help this. The grid tank, I guess. Tap, block the forest and wins. Woo! Yeah. Good game. Is it so preventable? It's a tier 4 game, though. Oh, you can definitely die to this if you don't play around it. And then if you play around it, as you saw, you do have to give up a lot of little capture stuff. I mean, you can, from this mountain and this tile, because the APC can always block the forest. You don't have to ban Sammy, it's fine. It's fine, it's always been fine. You just put a, if you want, you could just finally put black boats on these HQs. If Sonya in particular goes recon first, she can scout it. If you see Sammy pick and open with an open HQ and you don't go early recon, that's your own fault. But your grit, your recons suck. Yes, they're not that bad, I guess. So maybe you would still go recon first. Sammy's not bad, besides HQ purposes. You can do some serious mech spam on this. Yeah, if you go recon first, usually when you go recon first, you build it from this base. You go down this way. But you could build it here just to, because you're against Sammy. Yeah, you can just chill on your HQ. I'd be fine with playing Sammy on this map, I think. Even without going for the HQ cheese. I mean, this HQ cheese definitely works. I mean, it is preventable. All HQ cheese is preventable as long as you're willing to sacrifice stuff. Yeah, I proved that Grit's bad because, you know, he won't want to build the recon because his lower attacks, so he goes for the tank, and the tank's too slow, and he just dies. Like, how does Grit help this? Grit's not really going to like the center or this area. It's much more direct vehicles. This is a double airport map. Grit's got weak copters. I mean, it's a pretty fast HQ cheese. I mean, if you know it's coming, then you can definitely stop it. If you don't see it coming, your opening is going to be like this-ish. And then you'll just lose. Anyway, I did join the tournament. The cheese only possible as player 1. It's almost always stronger as player 1. Because of how the economy lines up. Or they get the APC first. Anyway, I went overtime. I hope everyone enjoyed. Oh, that cheese has been known about forever. Made it back just in time for the apple. Good night, and thanks for watching.
It's Go7, king of the penguins. Of all the penguins, he is king. It's Go7, king of the penguins. Being king of the penguins, that's his thing.